Please like and subscribe. Thank you for visiting my channel. The legendary musical artist, Prince, made the following statement. There are people who are unhappy with everything. Negative people will always have something negative to say. Don't let their fickle opinions bother you. Prince Rogers Nelson, the enigmatic icon of funk, soul, and rebellion, was not just a musical innovator, he was a master of personal autonomy. This quote cuts to the essence of how he lived and created, in defiance of external opinion, immune to shallow praise or blind criticism. Prince's legacy is as much about his talent as it is about his refusal to be shaped by the negativity and limitations others tried to place on him. Born in Minneapolis and rising to international stardom in the 1980s, Prince's journey was one of singularity. He played by his own rules in an industry that often insists on conformity. He was told his music was too black for the pop charts and too white for R&B radio. He was criticized for being too sexual, too eccentric, too controlling. But rather than internalizing those opinions, he transmuted them into a career defined by artistic purity and bold reinvention. Prince's quote about negativity is not just good advice, it's earned wisdom. He had first-hand experience with public scrutiny. For decades, the media and music executives tried to shape his image and sound. But he persisted, understanding that negativity is rarely about you. It's usually about the unhappy mind projecting its dissatisfaction outward. There are people who are unhappy with everything. This is not cynicism, it's realism. Prince recognized that some people are simply chronic critics. Their complaints have less to do with the object of criticism and more to do with their own dissatisfaction. These are the people who will find fault in brilliance, who boo originality, who undermine success because they feel threatened or left behind. Prince didn't waste time trying to appease them. His career is filled with examples of defying negativity. When Warner Brothers tried to control the pace of his releases, Prince famously wrote "slave" on his face and changed his name to an unpronounceable symbol. Critics called it a career suicide. But for Prince, it was a reclaiming of power. He knew what they didn't. No one could define him but himself. He also confronted backlash for his gender-bending style, flamboyant wardrobe, and sexually explicit lyrics. But his artistry was always about duality, masculine and feminine, sacred and profane, light and shadow. He refused to make himself smaller to make others comfortable. In doing so, he gave permission for others to live more authentically too. Don't let their fickle opinions bother you. This is the heart of the message. Fickle opinions change with the wind. Today's critic might be tomorrow's fan. The same press that mocked him early in his career hailed him a genius after his death. Prince saw through the shallowness of public validation. That clarity gave him freedom, a freedom many long for but few achieve. For creators, performers, or anyone walking a path outside the mainstream, Prince's quote is a reminder. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You're here to be true. You don't need to explain your soul to someone who's never done the work of meeting their own. In the end, Prince wasn't just talking about negativity. He was talking about sovereignty, the ability to stay centered in who you are, regardless of what the world throws at you. He lived that truth with every note, every risk, every reinvention. So when we hear this quote, it's more than inspiration. It's a challenge to stop letting the noise define our worth, to tune out the naysayers and tune into our own vision, and to remember, as Prince did, that power doesn't come from pleasing others. It comes from knowing yourself.